Dear friends, welcome to our channel. Friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic that is called the concept of power. Friends, power constitutes an important place in political science. Whether it is international relation or political theory or public administrations or anything relating to political science, power constitutes very important place in political science. Friends, today we discuss its meaning, its various forms, and how power distinguishes from other relative concepts of relative concepts, the how it differs from other concepts. Friends, first of all, we have to know first power is. The power means it's an ability of a person to influence the behavior of another person. It means power is like a capacity, it's a skill, it's ability to influence other. By using different method, by using coercive or coercive method to fulfill the interest, that is the power. As Tanwe rightly pointed out there, power is a capacity of an individual or group or individuals to modify the conduct of other. The power is just like capacity to modify the behavior, the conduct of other person. So it's like a skill, it's like a ability. Then we say power is a relational. The power, the relation between two actors, one who commands, another who obedience. One person commands other, and other person obedience towards the commands. It means a person named as a powerful at that time when other person accept the power, accept the ability of that person. Suppose A is a person, B is another person. Whenever A dominates other, it called as A is powerful because B accept the capacity, skill, power of the A. It means A is powerful when B accept the power of A. But whenever A influence B without taking his concern, suppose B, we can say whenever A as actor fulfill his own interest at the cost of interest of the B is called A as a powerful person. That means is a relation between two actors, command and obedience. Then many questions come in our mind there. Why some people will power while other not? Why some people called as a powerful while other not? So here we discuss three important words, that is obedience, loyalty and lack of energy. Some people hold power, other people obliged towards power. They have no capacity, they have no own energy, they have lack of expertise, they have lack of energy, and therefore they accept the power. And let's discuss what are the forms of power. We divide the force power into 3 points. First is political power, second is economic power, third is ideological power. Let's discuss political power. Power determines how the conflict is to be resolved. Whenever any problem comes, whenever any problem arises, whenever any conflict arises, at that time, power is used. Whenever power is being used for the solve any conflict, that called as a political power. Let's example of formal organ and informal organ of the states. You see, the legislature, executive, and judiciary, these are the formal organs of a power holder of the state. They uses power through the state uses power through three organs: legislature, executive, and judiciary. It means because how they uses their how they practice power, because they have the backup that organization, their obedience and sanction. If you not follow the rules and regulation, you will be punished. There is a sanction. So it means they use the state use, but there in the state there are two organs of power holder. We call them as a formal organization and a informal. In informal organization, we see pressure groups, public opinion, and popular movements. So these three dominance or influence the policies or influence the political system of any country. Whenever we see about pressure group, let's example of pressure groups are all India Teacher Association, labor associations, and different multiple groups and associations. Whenever they want to fulfill their demand, they pressurize government, they demonstrate against government to fulfill their interest. At that time, they influence the policies, they influence the political system, and use their political power by different movements, picketing, and many things. Public opinion. Public opinion in many times influences the system, the political system of a government, or political system of any country. Sometimes public opinion goes against the government or support the government. Therefore, public opinion creates by different news channels. So those who want to maintain political power, they use mass media, they use image, they use different things to make public opinion for their support or against of any organizations. Let's political movements. Political movement always impacts on the political system. We have many examples. The environmental protection movement and the feminist movement, human rights movement. There are multiple movements are there. Those movements influence on the political system of any country, and they use their political power. Then second is economic power. As you know, power derived from the possession of material things. Whenever see economic power, we cannot omit, we cannot neglect the contribution of Karl Marx regarding economic power. The Karl Marx said, power always derived from possession of material things. Like those who possess the ownership of production, they are the powerful person. It means the production and a distribution of production constitutes an important elements in economic power. Those who have power on the finance sector or those who economic power person, they also influence the politics of a nation. It means who comes first, economy or politics? Economics comes first, then politics. Or it means economic condition influences the political condition of a nation. Then ideological power. Sometimes ideology do importance role in society. Sometimes ruling class use ideology for their favor. Sometimes opposition also uses political ideology against the ruling class. So ideology determines an important, or the ideology impacts a lot on power. So it is another forms of power is ideological power. So what is mean ideology? It's a set of ideas. It's a, we can say it is ideas to influence other, or it's also a action oriented. Then ideology can be used for manipulating the policies, for manipulating the politics. These are the three major forms of power. One is political power, second is economic power, third is the ideology power. Then we discuss how power distinguishes from other concepts like authority, prestige, influence, and dominance. First, power and authority. We already discussed power is always sanction oriented. Power is being used to fulfill own interests by using coercive method. But whenever see authority, there is a legitimacy. Whenever power used with legitimacy, that called as a authority. Let's give an example of government. Whenever any government comes to power, that specific political party gets majority vote from the person, for the individual or for the citizen of any country. Whenever that government make any policies, take any decision for the benefit of the people, at that time people accept the policy, accept the power, accept the authority of the that particular government or governmental organization. It means there is a legitimacy on that. So how difference? Difference is like power always maintained by the coercive force, by coercive method. But authority, the power holder legitimize the authority by rule over the people legitimately. Second, power and prestige. As Eros is one of the important political thinkers, advocates that it's a immediate cause of the location power. The prestige, the power, prestige is the important source of power. The power gives status to individual. The prestige means it's a positive. The power gives the person to live with a prestigious manner to maintain the status in society. Then power and influence. There is a close relation between two. The power, as we discussed, power relating to sanction, but the influence relating to the persuasion. We can say the personality of Mahatma Gandhi influenced a lot to the common masses of the our country. At that time, there is no internet facility, there is no any social media, mass social media, but the personality of the individual, the personality of the MK Gandhi influenced a lot the common people of India to revolt against the powerful Britishers. In this concept, in this situation, here there is no use of sanction. Gandhi never used to violence method to revolt against the Britishers. In this point of time, here influence does matter. Then power and dominance. So dominance is a psychological concept. State is a associated with the dominance associated with the state. The ruler dominance over through his psychological thinking. One who say that person is dominant on which base? It may be political base, it may be economic base, it may be ideological base. We can say it's a psychological concept. Dominance is a psychological concept. Psychologically, one person dominance over other. Here, power is related to the sanction, but dominance related to the psychology. Friends, we discussed the concept of power, its meaning, its various forms, and how it is distinguished from other concepts. I think hopefully this class will help you to know about the power. It will help a lot those who are studying political science as the honor subject in graduation level or in post graduation level.